Hey!
Hey, family!
Hi! Shalom.
Shalom, family! Listen, we want to welcome everybody to
Story time, story time, story time.
Good to see y'all. If you don't know, I'm Bonnie G, in the place to be.
Hey!
And like I always say, wherever the Ruach is, I promise y'all, that's where I want to be. Okay, call my name so I can tell you I am present. Present. Okay. Assembly family, you already know Dr. Norwood. But to our Storytime family, okay? She is known as Auntie Shelly on the beat. Come on, kids. But y'all good. Y'all good. Y'all are good. Yeah. Auntie Shelly on the beat. It is the clap for me, okay? It is the clap for me. I had to do it twice, okay? Welcome everybody to Story Time. We are in the new book of Genesis. We going way to the beginning. Ooh.
All the way to the foundation.
All the way to the foundation where it all started, okay? But y'all know we're going to hit you with Jude.
Oh, yeah.
Before we even get back to the recap and all of that stuff, listen, find me in the 6th chapter of Jude on the 24th verse.
Yeah,
all right?
So. I don't think so.
All right, well, if you don't have that many chapters, you can just go to the 1st chapter, and then we'll just start. We'll work with that. We'll work with what you have, okay? So we're going to go with Jude, 1st chapter, not any other, and then the 24th verse, okay? All right. Now unto him that is able to keep you from falling, and to present you faultless before the presence of his glory with exceeding joy. To the only wise Elohim, our Savior, be glory and majesty, dominion and power, both now and ever. Amen. Listen, it's that chapter for me. Welcome. All right, so you guys, you already know we are reading the book of Genesis out of the Sefer right here, but we got the Sefer on Sefer.net, so you can get one too. Just make sure you don't pay full price for it, okay? Don't do that. Use your Storytime discount. Remember the O in the word story is actually a 0, and the E in the word time is actually a 3 as a reminder to going back to the covenant, because we all now understand the assignment, okay? So just to let you guys know, when we encourage you guys to do that and use your discount, we don't get a kickback for that. No. That is solely for you all, those that are just buying through. It's just for you. Mm-hmm. All right, somebody say, just for me. Come on, relaxing commercial. Some of y'all don't know about that. James, that was above your head, James, cousin James. I know you don't know nothing about that commercial. Why would you, right? Why wouldn't you? All right, so recap, Genesis. Oh. A lot. Auntie Shelly, that's your. I'm turning my phone on silent, y'all, by the way.
Yeah, so we'll just make this easy. So yes, we're going back to Genesis, but it's with the mindset of what we have been studying for the last 2 years. We have a lot of blanks to fill in, because we know now when he said, let there be light, we know who he was creating, the angels. So that's what we're trying to do with everything we know we've been studying for these 2 years, getting back. And we're also noticing things that we never noticed before. Like, I never noticed that the fowls of the air, the birds, came from the water.
Yeah, I never knew that. Because I think you just see birds and you just assume air.
Yeah. That's just something I never know. And I done read Genesis,
many times.
Oh,
I have.
And and not only that, but we noticed the sun and the moon wasn't created until after the plant life.
Yeah.
And this is something that you just kind of think, sun, then the plant life, because you need the
light
sun
to see. Yeah.
But who said, I don't need all that? It didn't rain. The mist came up from the ground.
Like the dew in the morning. Come on. All right, yeah, that had purpose in there. Okay, that had purpose.
Yeah, and then as you all know, we compared it, not compared, but we went back to the book of Enoch and was saying how, because Enoch gives very detailed um, detailed information on the creation. So how Yahuwah made the sun to do this and the moon to do this, and that's why the moon has a light this certain time. And
yes, it's a lot.
It's a lot. So it ain't just a let there be, and it's a whole bunch of things in that let there be.
Right.
Or let there grow and let the sun. It's a whole bunch of things inside of that. But that just shows us how powerful Yahuwah is. That everything knew what he meant when he said let there be.
Right. They didn't have a question within them. Like if I tell cousin James, no, he gonna know. He gonna know. Ooh, cousin, y'all bless you.
Yeah.
That's it. We are in chapter 2.
Yep.
Could I see yours? Okay.
Yep. So he has. Yeah.
He took a sleep.
He sleep.
Yeah. It was
He's
in a
about
deep
to
sleep.
say how he made Kuah.
Absolutely.
So we already know how he did Adam. He breathed into him. He became a living soul. And I think it was Brother Abram that brought out about the oxygen with the blood. Who brought that out?
Nope. That was Uncle Aaron.
Oh, that was Uncle Aaron. That's right.
Sure was.
That's right, because remember, the life is in the blood.
Absolutely. That's why we are not to eat it. So if you like stuff medium, rare, rare, ain't supposed to.
The juice ain't supposed to be the blood. No.
I mean, but listen, who am I? All right, let's get into it. Enough talking, all right? All right, chapter 2. And we're in Genesis. And if you have this book, we're on page 31. If you have something different, you on your own page, but we on the same, we're in the same book.
Are you doing 2 from the beginning or stopping?
What did we?
We're on 18 because we did these rivers.
Oh yeah, we're going from 18 because these rivers ain't gonna try me. All right, y'all know what them rivers named, the 4 rivers. Y'all know. We're not about to stutter in the beginning. We're not. Okay. Chapter 2 and 18. And Yahuwah Elohim said, it is not good that man should be alone. I will make him a helpmeet for him. And out of the ground, Yahuwah, the Most High, formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air, and brought them unto the man to see what he would call them. And whatsoever the man called every living creature, that was the name thereof. And the man gave name to all cattle and to the fowl of the air and to every beast of the field. But for the man there was not found a helpmeet for him. And Yahuwah, the Most High, caused the deep sleep to fall upon the man, and he slept. And he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof. And the rib which Yahuwah, the Most High, had taken from man, made he a woman, and brought her unto the man. And the man said, this is now bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his woman, and they shall be one flesh. And they were both naked, the man and his woman, and were not ashamed. Any commentary?
Yeah, because we did the.
Oh yeah,
we mentioned about the surgery.
Yes, we did that.
Yeah.
No. Oh, I just want to mention you guys. If you guys watched, what is it, the Testament of Adam and Eve, you do know that the Most High said, "Give me this bone back." Okay, took the bone back from Eve. You remember that?
Oh, remember that?
Yeah, he took it back. Right when Adam had died, and then later on, Kuwa, she knew she was gonna. She actually asked to die because she wanted to be with.
Live without him. Yeah.
And so when she had died, and when he was going to bury her with Adam back into the land, right? Because they were buried right where they were, not in Eden, but where they were created
in the cave.
Yes,
they were buried in the cave. Yes.
And then, so before he was buried, the Most High took the very bone that he created, that rib that he created Eve, he took it back and put it back with Adam.
I think I remember that.
It was like such a beautiful ceremony, y'all. Like, it was beautiful, but he's so intentional. Like, he's so intentional. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I think I remember that.
We were right there at the house.
Yeah. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Details.
Yeah, details. Back to its original form, as
Mhm.
always mentioned here in Storytime. Absolutely, Rangi. And
Original
shalom to
intent.
everybody. Those that are in the chat and those that are not.
And notice that she's called woman. And I know sometimes we think that's like a derogatory, however you say that, a bad name. Like woman, get over here. Some people think,
Right.
because I know a lot of people when it was Mashiach, he had called one of the women woman. I think it was the one that wanted she was a single Frisian woman. I think this was the one he said it to. She had wanted a blessing. No, she wanted him to do something for her. I just can't remember what it was. I think it was heal her daughter. I'm not really sure. And he said, should I take what belongs to the children and give it to the dogs?
Right, the crumbs.
Yeah, and she said even the crumbs get even the dogs get the crumbs from the children's table. And I think he had called her woman, but they would try to explain that away like he wasn't being, when he said it, he wasn't, being derogatory. But woman was never meant, it's always been a compliment.
Right. And in this instant, like he took her for to be his woman. That was like to be his wife.
That's what they used to call her. It was man and woman.
Yes.
It wasn't husband, wife.
Yeah.
It'll be, that's my man, that's my woman. That's
absolutely
original intent.
And then also to be a help me, and it's kind of interesting how he could have just formed Kuwa, or Eve, as you all know her as, in the same way he did with Adam. Like in the same dirt, not taking anything.
But those two belong together.
Yeah. And it's the whole like working as one, as one flesh.
Because remember, he had one side of the garden, she had the other.
Yes.
They had equal jobs. You guard that side, I guard this side.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Chapter 3. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which Yahuwah the Most High had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, has the Most High said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, the Most High has said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die, for the Most High knows that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as Elohim, little e, knowing good and evil.
Okay, let's do a little pause.
You already know it.
Okay, first of all, we already know she let the darn serpent eat. Well, first of all, they went to his Adam's side.
Well, you can go to Bartholomew, right? Because how he even got her to even be deceived.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because we're talking about background, okay?
Yeah.
Background.
Yeah.
All right, so the serpent was sitting there sweating and going into that water and bathing, and because himself was in that water, she drank some of it. She drank it and was able to be deceived. Then you go into
then he was out there hanging on the wall.
Yes, he was.
He was hanging
waiting on that wall
for his chance,
and he was acting like he was praising.
Yeah.
Hallelujah. Kuwa, how you doing?
Yeah. So she goes and looks. She sees him. She lets him in the garden.
Let him in.
She let him in, because he couldn't come in.
Sure couldn't.
He has to be invited in.
Absolutely.
Can't just come strolling in like you own the place. He has to be invited in. She invited him in.
And he did it so, he said, aren't you Kuwa? You Kuwa, right? And she was like, yeah, that's me. First off, you should already know who I am.
Yeah, you know who I am.
You should already know. Why are you acting brand new? And we've been doing this for a while. You should know.
You know.
So, and then he was like, hold up, I got this. He started walking ahead of her. There's no way I would let you in my house, and it's your first time being in my house, walking like you know the floor plan of my house.
Like what you been here before?
What are you doing? Run this back to the front door from which you came. Okay?
Yeah.
But she
let him in.
And then he was like,
what's up?
What's up? Like,
have a little combo.
Absolutely. And he knew where her husband was the whole time.
Mm-hmm. On the other side.
He knew.
Because it was the time, it was Shabbat.
It was Shabbat. That's
it
right.
was Shabbat.
Because all the angels was going
was
up
praising.
and praising.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how he got it. He was like, hallelujah. Ooh,
yep.
God is good.
Because
okay?
it was that day.
It was that day. Caught her slipping.
Slipping on the bot.
Let me see. Rangi goes on to say, no, Mom, she says, sorry, Mama eyes. Okay. When the woman died, was the bone taken from her and given back to Adam? Yes. And then Rangi says, when Satan says, ye shall not surely die, reminds me of how people misuse the scripts to lead the servants of the Most High away. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Dad goes on to say, taking the bone back is a picture that she was no longer bound in covenant when Adam died. Whoa. I did not know that. Thank you for
because you know what? Because now they're both dead. Remember I want to say heaven, but there's no marriage or given in marriage.
Oh, yeah. So they were no longer covenant.
Yeah.
Okay, in covenant. That's so dope, Dad. Thank you for bringing that out. Yeah. Chef D hits us with a wow, shaking my head. Yeah, girl, she let him all the way in. Rangi goes on, that's consent. Satan needs to get what he wants for us to be not set apart. Absolutely. James hit us with a basic but powerful comment here. He says that's what happened when you drink the wrong drink. I mean, it's true.
Well,
I mean, but technically it wasn't like he was sliding or something, but she was like bathing and she was just drinking,
something is up with that though. I bet we're gonna find out maybe later, or maybe not. If we ain't gonna find out till we get there, like what's up with that water?
Absolutely.
Like, did she know? Did she see him bathing in? Did he offer her some?
Wow.
I don't know. But see how slick he is?
He is very slick.
You know what he doing? They're gonna ask some questions like, we best friends.
That's how he was in the Testament of Adam and Eve. He was like, oh, you Kawa. Yeah, I heard so much about you. First off, why you acting brand new? You should have been.
Yeah. Ain't but two of us here right now.
Right, exactly.
You the one refused to bow down to me, dude.
But that's just to say, Satan knows your name, okay? He knows everything about you.
Yes.
All right, let's get into it because there's more. All right, 6. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof, and did eat, and gave also unto her man with her, and he did eat. Pause.
Yep.
Real quick, because we're missing something that's very, very important. So Hasatan, or Satan, whoever you want to call him. Okay, so he actually made her make a vow to her. He said, listen, you ain't gonna surely die, but if I give you this fruit, which we found out what the fruit was, he was like, if before I give it to you, you have to promise me that you'll give it to your husband after you eat the fruit. And she was like, oh, I promise. Just let me have the fruit. It's been with you the entire time.
And it's your fruit tree.
And here he is. Right. Like
he in your house.
You responding to him like he's a solicitor. Like, hey, please buy these things.
Yeah, like he came with the fruit.
Right.
No, baby, the fruit in your house.
You are the whole fruit, right? And you going ahead and like.
He's like, okay.
I'll give it to him. And so we found out when she bit the fig.
Yes.
Whole fig tree.
Whole fig tree.
Okay, fig. When she bit the fig, her eyes started opening. And she knew right then and there that she was deceived.
Yes.
Tell me why, when she saw her husband, knowing that she was deceived, she still brought it to Adam. Now, listen, I ain't bashing us as women. I'm not, so,
Because she made a vow.
She made a vow.
She shouldn't have been making.
Exactly.
She made a vow.
So it wasn't that she just sat there and said, okay, I'll take it. Here, Adam, here you go. No, she made a vow, and then she had to.
She had to at least try. Now, it was up to him to eat it or not, but she had to try to give it
Absolutely.
to him. Because she couldn't shove it down his throat because it has to be voluntary.
Absolutely.
So she has to get him to eat it.
And girl, listen, if you know how he is, once Adam ate that fruit and ate the fig, where was Hasatan?
Gone.
Gone. Okay, as the leaves are falling down on every tree that is in the Garden of Eden, Hasatan is gone.
He hit the road,
and they are stuck looking at themselves like,
what just happened?
What just happened?
Why do I look like this?
We've been like this the whole time.
This ain't what we supposed to be looking like.
And he out. That's how he do us. Get us into trouble and go. Dwayne goes on saying, now I look at the fig different now. Listen, I won't mess with a fig today, but give me a fig Newton. I'll mess with that. Okay?
Figs are actually very good for us.
I'm sure they are.
Come on, y'all. Y'all know Mashiach is a figs.
Mm.
He did curse a fig tree.
Remember he did. Yes, I wonder if that was the reason why he took it back. All right. My mom goes on to say, when she came under the influence of Hasatan, was easy for her to be deceived when it came to the fig tree. Yeah, absolutely. Because she was already deceived from the beginning.
Yep. And now you in it.
And she's seeing it through his eyes. It's like, but it's been with you the entire time.
That tree been there the whole time.
The whole time. And that's how we get caught up as a people too.
And you ain't tripped off.
We ain't never been tripping. Now all of a sudden we was happy in this marriage, and then everybody go, girl, listen, no, you can leave him because he got this and this and that, or she got this and this and that. And now all of a sudden we start looking at that person through their perception. It's like, yeah, maybe my life would be better if I went with that person. Yeah. And we leave a wreck. We leave the things a wreck. And then Hasatan is gone.
And she had been in the garden a minute. It was almost like 7 whole years.
Yep, 7 years.
Almost 7 years.
Almost.
Was completed. And then you gonna go. You've been looking at that tree for 6 years, 11 months, and 3 days. And now don't hold me to that part, but it was almost 7 years.
Yes, crazy. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Let me see. 7. And the eyes of them both were open, and they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons. Which is funny because we were taught that it was an apple, but we never questioned when they said, and they sewed fig leaves.
Oh, shut up. You're absolutely right.
We never questioned that.
Because we didn't know all the other leaves.
We didn't know all the other leaves.
The other leaves was like
an apple tree don't have leaves though. Like, why not sow the leaves from the apple which they ate?
Because you was there. Yeah. Like,
why did you go to fig leaves?
Yeah. You're right. Nobody thought that.
Because we didn't know it was a fig. We were told apples.
And we were just told apple. Don't even say apple in the script. That's the power of suggestion. Over the years,
yes,
we've been told apple, and
we've been seeing apple. We saw a white Adam eating a red apple,
and we be told that's why they call the men's thing an Adam's apple. They leaked it. They gave us a whole good story, man.
Listen. And we, what is it? We Usain Bolt. What's his name? We ran with it.
Yep, ran with it.
Let me see. Auntie Shishi goes on to say, Hasatan is still making things pleasing to our eyes today, etc. I got to have these shoes, jewelry, clothes, etc., etc., etc. Absolutely.
Yep.
And we don't have to have them.
No, we don't.
We don't have to have them. See, Dwayne said, "Wow, fig leaves. Wow," said right in our face the whole time. Yes. Rangi goes on to say, then the Most High is like, where was your awareness like this before all this happened? Absolutely. Should have listened to his command in the first place. Wouldn't have been through all these hardships. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
But when you're deceived, all of that goes back to the back.
It's just
awareness leaves you.
Yeah. It's like now we have all these things that the world calls status symbols, like, Balenciaga. I'm going to throw him in there.
Yeah.
Do you know that a bunch of us are still going to pay all that money, even though he just showed you, or she, I don't know if Balenciaga is a he or she, but it got a whole bill in the name.
Absolutely.
What they about.
Mm-hmm.
With all them children and stuff. Remember, this is the age of truth.
Mm-hmm.
All these people that showed us what they about.
Absolutely.
You still spend all that money on them.
Yep. because it's consent, right? So even if I
Yeah.
put it out there as a, oops, we didn't mean to do that. We deeply
You-
apologize.
You meant
You
to
still
do it.
know what we stand for, and it's up to
Mhm.
you to still patronize.
Yeah. That wasn't no oops. Do you know what goes into a photo shoot?
Right.
Well, I'm here to tell you. Because I'm in marketing. I have had to organize photo shoots before. You got to pick the place. You got to pick the photographer. You got to pick the models. You got to pick the clothes. You got to set the scene. Like, I want this scene to look like this. Nothing happens, or some things happen organically.
Yeah.
Maybe a shot, but the overall concept is not organic.
Mm-mm. Oh, they
Thought
really
went
don't.
into that.
Absolutely.
Thought went into all them, the thing with H&M and then putting that boy
Yeah,
in the,
with the
was it
monkey,
the monkey
it's
shirt?
the monkey. Yeah.
Thought went into that.
Absolutely.
That sweater was chosen for that boy to wear.
Absolutely. That's his mama's fault. She should have known.
Mm-mm.
I can see clearly now that the veil is gone. Absolutely. I can see clearly now. All right, I like that. They sold fig leaves. Yes,
Mhm.
they
They sold fig leaves.
They sold. We
What
never
kind-
questioned that because they left that there.
Yeah, but so that's why I said nothing is brand new. We know it wasn't no sewing machine. What they sew? And how you know how to sew?
Intellect.
You just know.
You just know.
Welcome to the Matrix.
You just know. You just
Welcome
do
to
it.
the Matrix. It's
Mhm.
already, because it's in you. All that knowledge is in you because we are in the image of Yah.
We are in the image of Yah.
There's a whole lot of that breath going into us.
Yes. Yes.
We just
wow.
know how to do it.
Yeah. Oh, wish we could push the hearts for this. Oh. Okay, verse 8. And they heard the voice of Yahuwah the Most High walking in the garden in the cool of the day. Cool. So right now, Shabbat is coming on. Okay, Shabbat, the cool of the day, because this is okay. Whatever. We're gonna keep reading. And the man and his woman hid themselves from the presence of Yahuwah the Most High amongst the trees of the garden. And Yahuwah the Most High called unto Adam and said unto him, where are you? And he said, I heard your voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked and I hid myself. And he said, who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten of the tree whereof I commanded you that you should not eat? And the man said, the woman who you gave to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I did eat. Pause.
She did it.
I mean, throw her under the bus, okay? Throw her. I don't even think he buckled up for that one. He just said, listen, boom, boom. And probably put it in reverse and boom, boom, to her again, okay? Because he ran her over. Thank you. Here we go, Auntie Shishi, you know. Okay, so listen. First off, okay, it says that he heard the voice of Yahuwah walking in the garden in the cool of the day, and then the man and his woman hid themselves.
Okay.
So you already acknowledged that basically shame had came upon.
Yes.
Because remember, they were naked and they did not have shame.
Mm-mm.
And I wish my husband was here because he had this brilliant explanation about the righteousness.
Oh yeah,
how they lost their righteousness.
Remember that was in, I think it was in one of the
that
books
was
we read.
that was in one of
they
the books.
were clothed in righteousness.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then it's like he says, and he called unto, where are you? Many people think he said that because it wasn't like he didn't know where he was. He's the Most High Yah. He knew where he was. Where they at. But where are you here? Mm-hmm. You know, we meet, we do this. Mm-hmm. Where's your mindset? Mm-hmm. What's going on? Why are you out of place?
Yes, you're out of place.
You're out of order.
You're not where you're supposed to be.
The order has changed.
Yes.
And now it's giving the order over to Satan himself. That's why Satan was able to say, look, all of this I'm able to give to you. Mm-hmm. Because right in that very moment, he changed the keys. He said, listen, here you go. Mm-hmm. And Hasatan was out. He grabbed and out. He's like, why are you out of place?
Yeah, you're out of place.
You're out of place.
You done gave up the keys to the garden. And not only that, but remember when they ate the fruit, the leaves was falling up.
Absolutely.
So that whatever you hide behind, the
It ain't
leaves ain't got nothing to do with it. They said, oh, no, you not.
Absolutely.
You're not hiding behind me.
And the leaves lost their righteousness.
Yes.
And everything,
Yes.
not only
you messed up the
everything.
whole creation.
Proper work, everything is no longer working properly anymore.
The trees was probably like, where you going, leaves? Where you taking my clothing?
I'm cold. The tree cold, okay? Wow. He wasn't there. And then it says I heard it because I hid myself. And this is the thing. Listen, now I don't know what would have been the outcome had Adam not hid himself
and just fessed up.
But a lot of us do have an issue of hiding ourselves from one another.
Yes.
Because we are in the image of the Most High and made in the image of the Most High. Not to say that we're like higher than anybody, but just to say like we hold each other accountable. We are responsible for one another, you know, even though individually you're responsible for your own actions and thoughts and all of that. But however, this, like, we hide behind our mistakes instead of just owning up to it. Like, you know what? Yeah, my mind, I don't know where I was.
I don't know what I was doing.
I was like, you know what? I was hecka off that day. I'm so sorry. What happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to get out of the habit of hiding behind our mistakes and because that's where Hasatan even gets in more. And then he gets in the seat and starts driving. Listen, don't let him drive the seat.
Yeah, and then you start saying crazy stuff like that woman you gave me. You know, not only was he throwing Kua under the bus, but he was telling Yahuwah, this your fault.
Right, absolutely.
I was perfectly fine till you gave me this woman.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Really?
Because he gave you, Adam, dominion. He didn't give dominion to the woman.
He said, that woman you gave me, she made me do it. I was cool. Remember, I named the animals. That's your case, Adam?
That's all he could stand on.
That's all he could stand on. That woman you gave me.
Girl, rolled.
Come on. But how many times have we blamed Yahuwah for our mistakes? You hear people saying all the time.
Well, Father, if you didn't, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't have to steal if you would have blessed me with $1 billion.
Yeah.
Like, no, but your actions are your actions.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with him. That's where your mind is.
If you would have answered my prayer, I wouldn't have had to do this on my own.
Right. Now I'm serving 20 to 30 years. Right. We have to learn to get accustomed to accountability because the system have said it's okay. You don't have to be accountable for anything.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Love is love. You don't have to be responsible for anything. Yes.
Do what you want.
Absolutely. That man can date that 9-year-old little girl
or boy.
Right. You don't have to. You can now marry the building if you like. Yes. In this system, accountability is
none.
It's the
there
X.
is none.
But we have to learn to start putting accountability back into our lives, back into our actions and for one another to where we don't take it personally. Like, you know what?
Yeah.
He got our best interests at heart.
Yeah.
I know. Listen, that's a little painful for me to hear. Give me a minute and let me sort out through these emotions, and then I'm be ready to face on what you just said.
I'll get over it.
I'll get over it.
That'd be my mindset. I'll get over it.
But let me feel this for a moment because it's not to be fake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But let me feel this, and then don't worry, I'm gonna face that.
Yeah.
I'll get over it. All right, let's get into these comments because they're so good. All right. So Nashawn says out of order, absolutely. Dwayne, everything became out of order, absolutely. Everything. Pro Fanatics, good to see you, sir.
Right.
Satan's job is to destroy the original order.
Yes.
Listen, that's good. Auntie cousin Shishi, that part, exclamation marks, and she gave us 2, okay? Thank you. Auntie Carolyn Kyle, she says he had to leave his part of the garden to even get to the girl, yes. That part. Yes, ma'am. Because he was on the other side. Yes, ma'am. Okay, Auntie Shani, she said, can't nobody make you do nothing. All free will, my brother and sister, absolutely. Facts upon facts on that. Auntie Linda P, okay? She says, got to be responsible for my actions and lack thereof. And she too shares the exclamations and hit us with 2. Okay, y'all are being very, very generous tonight. Rangi goes on to say, loving the lesson spoken in volumes. And hit us with the clap.
That's the clap.
In the praise hand. All right, in case y'all couldn't see it. Mentally, I showed you physically. All right, where we at?
13.
Okay, where he driving the bus on her.
Yeah.
And Yahuwah said unto the woman, what is this that you have done? And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me, and I did eat. And
so she took the cue from her husband. Okay, he blamed
me.
And then Yahuwah left him alone. So let me blame the serpent. And maybe it ain't that Yahuwah left him alone. Yahuwah's like, oh, Adam, you my son, I love you. Before you get yourself in the most trouble,
Adam ain't even a day
I'm
old.
gonna move on to the next one. Like, I'm not even gonna hear this.
Oh my God. Okay. And Yahuwah said unto the serpent, because you have done this, and because the serpent was he trying to leave the garden?
No, but
at one point he did leave. After when they ate the fruit,
because he got upset because remember he was one of the most beautiful creatures. He didn't slither on the ground. He had legs and he was pretty and he had the parties at his house and all the animals and stuff came to his house to hang out.
Oh my
God.
God.
Was it.
He was it.
And now he's not it no more. Now he has to slither on the ground.
Oh, and
so he blames that on us. Yes. Even though you the one he got from Adam's side to come over to do that. So he tricked you. You joined him. You joined Lucifer first.
Absolutely.
He went and got you.
Yes, he went and got you. Because the serpent.
You followed him.
Yes. Hasatan had to find someone that had his same kind of characteristics. Ooh, that will preach something good.
Yeah, you found him. You went along with him. Okay.
Yes, because he even said, let me get inside of you.
Yeah, I'll use you.
Even the serpent knew, like, no, because if I do this, Elohim gonna be rocked with
right.
me.
That's right.
And then he said, nah, it's not gonna be you. It's just gonna be me using your mouth.
Yeah. Tell me. He knew he was gonna get in trouble.
He knew he
was.
But
you thought because he is so slick.
He's slick.
He's so slick with his little voice and his pipes and his
ooh-wee. Passing the buck. Yes, Auntie Cammy. Cam, you right. All right. Wow. Okay, so he's talking to the serpent. Said unto the serpent, because you have done this, you are cursed above all cattle and above every beast of the field. Upon your belly shall you go, and dust shall you eat all the days of your life. I was about to say days of your lives. Days of your life. And I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your seed and her seed. It shall bruise your head, and you shall bruise his heel.
So that's the adversary. I'm going to put somebody in the middle because you're mad. You crazy mad, but it still is him really talking to, it's the serpent, but still he's giving us a picture of Hasatan, how Mashiach, when he rose, he crushed his head.
Ooh.
And then also remember, Hasatan would not bow down.
Yep.
And Bartholomew put the foot on the neck.
Remember what we was talking about last night? Bring it out.
Put that foot on the neck. Oh yeah, about the queen pen. I don't know. Most of you all have seen this, the little queen's pen, where and it's real little, but because somebody had to blow it up, where the angel has the foot on the Hebrew's neck. Remember in Bartholomew, it happened the reverse.
Yep.
Mashiach said, no, you go put your foot on his neck.
Yes.
So, of course, the other side is going to present it like it's the angel putting the foot on the Hebrew's neck. It's supposed to be the whole other way around.
Absolutely.
So now you really, really know what that family stands, and you know what that family stands for. You know whose side they're on.
Yep.
Just by that pen. Just by us knowing what it really means.
Yep.
Because we've seen it and we just got racism.
Yep.
Oh, it's deeper than that.
Yep. We sure did.
Satan did a whole reversal. No, Bartholomew's head, foot was on your neck.
That's right. And you were singing, telling everything.
Telling everything. And you want to reverse. And that's why them cops do that to us.
Yes, absolutely. Put
That's
that knee on our
on
neck.
us. They don't do it to everybody else. They do it to y'all's people.
Wow, 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 wow.
Mm-hmm. See, they know what's up.
These people are
The
new to
wicked
this.
royal family.
They ain't new to that, but I tell you what, they true to their God.
Yes.
Little G, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And 16, unto the woman, he said, I will greatly multiply your sorrow and your conception. Thank you, ma'am. But conception, in sorrow you shall bring forth children, and your desire shall be to your man, and he shall rule over you.
So here we see where childbirth is now going to hurt. Mm-hmm. I mean, she hadn't had any children yet, but remember, that's why, remember when Miriam said, no, I came to show
yes,
how the original intent was supposed to be, because she wasn't in no whole bunch of pain. The light came in the cave, covered her up. By the time the light diminished, baby in her hand.
Sure is.
She done had the whole baby. No screaming, hollering, yelling, no
Nobody
long
knew.
old labor period. No, none of that.
With his little wide eyes. He didn't have wide eyes. I don't know what he had. Rangi goes on to say, I love how the Most High is dealing with them. All this is how we should be dealing with our cause in life. Not missing anything. Truth is in, and everyone accountable for their action and ready for your punishment. Yeah, punishment is coming.
Yeah. Because this is truly the dispensation of truth. Like, it's so much truth coming out. Like, you gotta listen to the truth from both sides.
Facts.
No matter where it's coming from. When the evil people tell you how evil they are, listen to them.
Listen, yeah. And
what's wrong with y'all?
Yeah.
Listen to them. The truth is the truth. It don't matter where it come from, because Yahuwah is sending it from everywhere. The truth is the truth. Because remember, even Mashiach told Bartholomew, because Bartholomew asked Mashiach. Mashiach said, make him tell you.
Absolutely. He said, I ain't gonna tell you. Tell him, you got the, I gave you dominion.
Yeah, you got the dominion. Make him tell you what's up.
And he was all scary and all of that.
At first. Uncle Bartholomew got over it. Why you doing this?
Yep. Don't trust a snake. You knew what I was when you met me.
That's
Absolutely.
Right. That's right.
Listen, you know,
Ain't that what Muhammad Ali said?
Ain't
no snakes coming up in here. You can say you nice if you want to. Maybe you are, maybe you ain't, but you ain't coming up in here with your friends. You know who ain't
about to find out? Me. Truth is the truth. All right. And Adam said unto him, no. And Adam, he said, because you have hearkened unto the voice of your woman, and have eaten of the tree of which I commanded you, saying, you shall not eat of it. Curses the ground for your sake. In sorrow shall you eat of it all the days of your life. Thorns, also the thistles shall it bring forth to you, and you shall eat the herbs of the field. In the sweat of your face shall you eat bread, till you return unto the ground. For out of it were you taken, for dust you are, and unto dust shall you return. Mm-hmm. And Adam called his woman's name Kuwah, because she was the mother of all living. Unto Adam also, and to his woman did Yahuwah the Most High make coats of skins and clothe them.
So now this part, now that we have the background, when he tells Adam, you shall eat the herb of the field. I was like, well, wait a minute. Ain't that what it was already eaten? But it wasn't. Remember in the background? They was eating a whole different angel food.
They was eating angel food.
They didn't eat this until after the fall.
Absolutely.
They was eating, because remember they was looking for food. Yes. They was like, this is the food for the animals. Where's our food?
Where's our food? Yep, they were eating angel food.
And Yahweh said, that's your food now, baby.
Yep.
They was fasting for a long time.
For like 40 days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they was
not going to eat this food.
They was like, we can't find no food. This is animal food. This is for the beast.
Yes. And remember, the Most High gave them figs. Was it figs, or it was the size of a watermelon?
Yeah. Yeah, it was some fruit.
It was some kind of fruit. I want to say it was a fig. But when they had left it, when they got kicked out, they evicted. Mm-hmm. They was like starving. They didn't die. I don't know how many times they had died.
Oh,
I mean, Adam then tried.
Adam died
multiple times. Yeah. Okay, suicide was here before it was here. And then also during this scene, y'all, heaven is open. He has a whole grand jury. He comes in on that.
Oh yeah, had
He
a whole
comes home,
trial.
yes, he
He
had
had
a
a
whole
whole trial.
and lined them up. He comes from the sky with the big old chariot with the little
with the
wheels.
wheels, the ones that look like flying saucers right now. It had
Yes.
eyes everywhere.
Everywhere,
looking.
yes.
Yep.
And at this point, like, it was a whole trial.
It was a whole trial.
It wasn't no like, and because of you didn't disobey. Oh
Yeah.
no, it was
Put them on trial.
Listen, it was very what's the tense. There you go.
Yeah.
The
And remember,
atmosphere
even
was
the
tense.
angels was feeling sorry.
Yes, because
Like,
they
he was
communed with Adam. They was chilling with Adam.
And they just knew the Most High was gonna forgive them. And it
Absolutely.
ain't like he didn't forgive them, but they was like, oh, he ain't gonna kick them out the garden.
Right.
And you know who had this?
He said,
did I stutter? What? Am I not righteous?
They was like,
Am
Adam,
I
you gotta go.
judgment? Sorry, Adam.
They drug at that point. They drug him on the dirt. On the dirt. Okay.
Sorry, Adam.
Brother man had all kinds of skin issues afterwards. He was
I
having
love you, but you gotta go.
He gotta go. He got drugged. Okay, out of that. All right, verse 22. And Yahuwah the Most High said, "Behold, the man is become as one of us, to know good and evil. And now, lest he put forth his hand and take also of the tree of life and eat and live forever. Therefore, Yahuwah the Most High sent him forth from the Garden of Eden to till ground from whence he was taken." And this is the scene that we're talking about.
Yeah.
So the angels didn't want to.
Yeah.
They didn't want to take him out. But they had to.
Because he was hollering, "We sorry."
Yeah.
And they just knew Yahuwah was going to say, okay. But he did nice to take him out.
He drugged Adam out. It was so sad. So he drove out the man, and he placed at the east of the garden of Eden a cherubim or angel, and a flaming sword which turned every way to guard the way of the tree of life. And in Bartholomew, it actually brings reference to these angels. Remember that he was just right. I don't know what this is. Don't tell me. It's a sword in my hand with fire.
In other words, don't even try it.
And then he did. Remember, Adam tried to come back up there, and he saw that angel. The angel's like, "Hey, listen, I will cut him."
Yep. He said, "Yahweh, what you want me to do?
What you want me to do?
You want me to kill him because he keeps
Your boy
trying
is
to get
here.
in."
Your boy is here.
He's trying to get in.
I will cut him. I'm not playing.
I'll kill him just like you told me to.
Right. So, Adam,
what you want me to do? Adam, hey, Adam, I love you. You know, but I gotta listen to Yahuwah.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna need you to step back.
Step back, sir.
Step back in your place, because in here, you're not getting.
Yeah.
And this is also when he drove them out. Remember, he gave him the timetable.
Yes, he did. Yes.
He told him when
back.
his redemption was gonna happen. It was 5.
Do anybody remember?
Days or something. Like that, yeah.
Do anybody remember she gave you a hint? How many days? We'll if you remember, go ahead and put it in the chat, and then we'll go back and revisit that.
Yeah.
All right. Chapter 4. And Adam knew Kuwah, his woman. And that's crazy because up to this point, they have been in this land for a long time. And they didn't know each other like that. But now sin fell.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah. Okay. And Adam knew Kuwah, his woman, and she conceived and bore Cain, and said, "I have gotten a man from Yahuwah." And again bore his brother Ha'avel, or Abel. And Ha'avel was a keeper of the sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. And in process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought up the fruit of the ground an offering unto Yahuwah. And Ha'avel, he also brought of the firstling of his flock and of the fat thereof. And Yahuwah had respect unto Ha'avel. I'm about to call him Abel in a minute, y'all. Abel, and to his offering. But unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. And Yahuwah said unto Cain, "Why are you mad? And why is your countenance falling? If you do well, you shall not be accepted."
Shall you not be accepted?
Shall you not be accepted? And if you do not well, sin lies at the door. And unto you shall be his desire, and you shall rule over him.
Pause. Because he's trying to get Cain to do the right thing. Hassan is right. He's right there at your door, just like he was at the gate. Mama,
Yeah.
you ain't learned nothing?
Yeah.
Why are you letting him get to you?
Mm-hmm.
You came with the wrong attitude with your offering.
Mm-hmm.
Your brother ain't got nothing to do with this. Why you mad?
Ooh,
What you mad about? You did it wrong. Go back and do it again. Do it right.
And you know what? And he was the first first child being born out of sin. So, and remember,
yeah, now the sin is in them because now you're born in sin.
But she made that vow with him, that covenant with him.
But she did the vow with Adam.
No, but that. How
remember, that's what we were talking about.
I'm talking about Hasatan had made a vow with Kawa, right? And then Kawa, like that promise, it's like I can't even explain it.
Die, or...
No. The whole he represented that whole bound or that I don't know how to explain it, y'all.
I kind of think I know what you're talking about.
I remember us having this discussion like years ago about this, but we're gonna carry on.
Yeah.
It'll come to me where I can make sense of it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Where are we? Okay. And fallen, okay. So verse 8. And Cain talked to Abel, his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel and his brother and slew him. Mm-hmm. Background.
Yes.
And we had different accounts, right? So the background is this. Thank you, Dad. The background is this. Remember, Kuwa had a dream.
Yep, that he was going to
kill him. Mm-hmm. And she told Adam, hey, you know what? I had a dream that Cain was going to do something really evil to Abel. Mm-hmm. We need to separate them.
Separate them, yeah.
So that's why he was like, okay, well, they actually lived in separate places too. Mm-hmm. We'll put Cain here so he can take care of the ground, and then we'll keep Abel here.
With the sheep.
Mm-hmm. And so they were like, okay, well, we need to work this out. So when morning came, they ran to see what happened. And that's when they saw that, Cain killed his brother.
Yeah, I remember Cain tricked his brother. He said, go for a walk. Let's go.
And that's what I was going to. And then we learned on a different count, of it was somebody's account, where Cain was like, hey, brother, let's go hang out.
Yeah.
And Cain was like, oh, okay. I mean, Abel was like, okay, well, where we gonna go? He said, let's just go on a walk. Mm-hmm. And he took a staff.
Yep. And then he's kind of started an argument.
Yes, he started an argument, and then he just bashed his head in and kept bashing it. Mm-hmm. And Abel was like, please don't do this, brother. He was begging his brother, please don't do this. Think of our father. Think of our father. And he was so filled with hate.
And the innocent blood you're spilling. Yeah.
It was crazy.
So you're going to get in trouble from the Most High. The Most High knows
that you're killing an innocent person. I'm innocent, and so you're going to be responsible for this.
Yeah.
So we have this account. I can't tell you what book it was in.
Yeah. And the whole fact that Cain tried to bury Abel.
Yes.
And the ground said, oh, no.
The ground uncovered.
The ground said, no, I will not be complicit.
You say, no.
Adam has to come in here first.
Yep.
No.
The ground the dirt wouldn't even cover that man's body. Mm-hmm. Nope. Dirt said, I have nothing to do with this. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And the blood that was spilled on the ground calls out to Yahweh. He says, your brother's blood is crying to me.
Life is in the blood. Mm-hmm. And Yahweh said unto Cain, where is Abel, your brother? And he said, I know not. Am I to guard my brother? And he said, what have you done? The voice of your brother's blood cries unto me from the ground. And now are you cursed from the earth, which has opened her mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand? When you till the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shall you be in the earth. And Cain said unto the Most High, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, you have driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from your face shall I be hidden, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that everyone that finds me shall slay me. Pause. This scripture has been taken out has been misconstrued or gave reason to be like people to be like community minded and then to selfish. Mm-hmm. Like what they do, that ain't my business. Am I supposed to know what they do? I don't know where he at.
Because they say, am I my brother's keeper? But this says guard.
Guard.
You did not guard.
You did not guard. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And now it's like people like, well, I'm not my brother. That ain't my. I'm not his keeper.
But you his guard.
Absolutely.
You his guard, though. You may not be his keeper, but you his guard.
You his guard. You're
supposed to warn him if you see him fall into a ditch. You're supposed to tell him.
You sure is.
You sure ain't supposed to be killing him.
Nope. Especially over jealousy, envious. That stuff will take over your entire body.
And that wasn't even had nothing to do with him. That was between you and Yahweh.
Your heart.
Go kill him. Go kill him.
Try it. That was your heart posture.
Yes.
And the Most High. Abel just doing what's in his heart.
Yeah. He don't even know nothing about what happened with you.
Sure don't.
It ain't like he walking around teasing you going, ha, ha.
No.
You didn't get, he don't know nothing about all that.
No. Absolutely. Let me get into these comments. So you guys said 5.5 days. Yep. It was 5.5 days.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep. Because remember, Adam kept
trying to.
At
50 days.
No. At one point, Yahuwah had to say, let me you understand what this means. Every day to me is 1,000 years.
Absolutely.
You got a long time.
And then he kept telling, he said, so you can keep dying. I'm just going to revive you, Adam. So stop wasting your time and mine.
Yeah. You're not going to leave here until I say you're leaving.
Absolutely.
So.
Chill out, Adam. You're going to be here.
So the 5 days, to me, every day is 1,000 years.
Absolutely. Let me see. So let's see the principle that Rangi goes on to say, why are you mad knowing you wrong for doing what you're doing? Absolutely. Yah knows the wickedness in our hands. Absolutely. The principle, Lashawn goes on, the principle is this, that if we repent and humble, then do it Yah's way, we can master and overcome sin. Absolutely. Chef C said, that's sad. Yeah, absolutely. Because people still carry on that mindset. Rangi goes on to say, yes, that was so sad and full of wicked deeds. The book of Bereshith, I'm sure. Is this accounted? I don't know. I don't remember if it being in. This is Genesis. But no, she's talking about the other book.
The book.
We just came out of.
Yeah, we got to we read so much stuff.
Yeah, I don't even know if it was in that one. I'm talking about like the straight up account. I think that was it's the testament of Adam and Eve, and then there was the cave treasures of Adam. It's 3 books of Adam.
Yeah.
And then Nishan goes on to say, to this day, when a body is buried in the ground, sooner or later it comes up and it's found. Yeah, that's probably the ground saying I ain't got nothing to do with this. Absolutely. Auntie Linda goes say, what? When you're caught? When we're cut? Oh. Caught. I don't know. You don't
know, Linda. You might have to explain that one over.
I can hear it in your voice, but I can't get it right. All right. Chef says the body even floated back up in a water well. There you go. Ashley says the ground didn't want to take part in that. Cain done refused to let him bury her. Absolutely.
Because remember, creation is alive.
And they're held responsible too.
And they're held responsible.
In the book of Hermes, if creation don't do what they're supposed to do, they're about to get the business. Because they have a judgment day. They got a judgment just like we do. Like if that, even to this thing, like when the shark eat a person, it says that the very particles of that person is coming back out of that shark, and that shark gonna be held responsible. The book of Hermes, y'all go. It's because the shark know you wasn't supposed to be eating it. Wasn't supposed to. That wasn't. The shark didn't understand the assignment.
Did not understand.
Oh wow! You know you gotta put parentheses and then put crying. Okay. I don't want to make you seem like slow. You know. I don't want you to be the slow one. I'd rather me look like the slow one.
But something interesting I found in the footnotes, it says, and Yahuwah set a mark. It's an oath. In other words, he is some kind of oath, like no man
Yes.
just walking up on you is going to kill you for what you did.
Yes.
He ain't say you ain't going to die.
Right. You're not escaping.
Or you're escaping. And that's what we've been taught that. Like, because I remember plenty of times I had to say, I don't think this is a carte blanche to just sin. Like, you just go get a mark on your head and go about your merry
And
go.
people are like, hey, you got something on your forehead.
There's an oath that said Yahuwah is telling people, I'm going to deal with this.
Absolutely.
Ain't your business.
Absolutely.
Ain't your business.
Yep.
I'll deal with this. Don't run up on him. Somebody, you can't. No.
I got this.
Can't
That's why I say vengeance is mine. All right. And Cain said unto Elohim, the Most High, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Well, you should have thought about that. Behold, you have driven me out of this day from the face of the earth, and from your face shall I be hidden. And I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that everyone that finds me shall slay me. And Yahuwah said unto him, therefore, whosoever do not want to tune in tomorrow for story time, nothing gonna happen because I ain't gonna lie on the Ruach. He didn't say nothing. He didn't say that. He said something else in here. But it wasn't that about story time.
Clippy clips.
Clippy clip. Okay.
Some I want to say right quick, especially for those of you who have the Sefer. When she's saying the Most High, she's telling you what the Elohim means.
Yes.
And because we know the names mean something. So Elohim is the Most High. And then when Cain talks to him as El Yahuwah, he's basically saying, there is no one above you. You are Yahuwah. So Cain already knows. You know who you talking to.
Right.
You know what's up. But you want to play all, I'm going to kill my brother, hide him, da-da-da-da.
And it's so important to get the backstory because y'all know it's just wasn't that one time that they were doing this. Yeah. It showed repeatedly going up and offering. And Yah was constantly saying, come on, Cain, get it together. Offer it to me. Offer it to me right. Like, he wasn't even trying to compare Abel with Cain.
Wasn't at all.
They had their own relationships, but one cherished their relationship. One didn't even care.
One didn't.
He literally was just like, here.
It's like Jacob and Esau.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wow.
Got to
be more careful. And then hit there and say that I feel like this punishment is too much. It's greater than I can bear. Abel is not even here no more.
Right. Okay? You're still, your punishment.
You're still breathing. Your punishment. Wow, that's a little selfish. Insensitive, dare I say. Let me see. Ashley goes on to say, hey sister, thank you for sharing. Sis, I'm here to hearken with y'all. Listen. We I told y'all we gonna learn together.
Hey.
Auntie Linda, thank you, ma'am. You know, you just gotta do the quote parentheses.
But what was she saying?
It was crying.
Oh, she was crying.
Girl, if this was
they're called emojis. Use the crying emoji.
What is it? If this was Wheel of Fortune, I would have lost.
Yeah, definitely.
Trying to guess what that was. I would have lost. Cost me. Auntie Shawnee said, Aaron's comment, sharks will attack people but will not eat them. They know. No.
They be biting. They'll take a bite. Or they just biting them.
They pull legs out.
Or they just not eating them. They biting them for sure.
They ain't biting and say, okay, I had a nibble of that. No, they eating them. Maybe not the whole body, but yeah, they pulled out bodies before.
Because I know
like
they
legs and stuff
out of the shark.
Yeah, like they
out of the shark or out of his mouth.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know anything about sharks. I know they bite people and tear limbs. Now I don't know if after they bite it and tear the limb, they go, "Oh, this is human," and don't eat it.
Listen, don't give me stuff on YouTube and showing
they'll bite them for sure. Because there have been people who have survived shark bites. So it might be that they won't eat them, but they're just in the water, so they think they're fish, so they get bit.
Listen,
but they won't eat them. That could be
National Geographic.
Yeah, he could have something to that. Because they'll bite it off, but you'll find that leg somewhere.
Mm. And they don't digest. Okay.
Oh, sharks don't digest?
That's what Auntie Nasha said. She said, yes, Shelly.
Maybe they the vegetarians of the sea.
I mean, listen. You got me figuring this out. Hold on, that's interesting.
A good fun fact.
It really is fun enough that I want to see it. Because that's crazy.
That is.
Because people have lost. Well, yeah, they lost.
Yeah, because they rip it up. Because you in the water with the shark.
I can't imagine a shark saying, okay, especially us being seasoned. Okay, I just don't see us just leaving all that great season, especially if we're real melanated, just flavor.
But a shark know it ain't supposed to eat us. Maybe sharks, because remember, creation knows what they're supposed to be. Like, as opposed to an alligator will tear you up.
Mm-hmm.
Will eat you and chew you and...
Oh, yeah. Yes. Wow.
That is very interesting. But yeah, you may have a
point.
Go ahead, learn something new.
I did. I mean, that's like, it's rarely okay. Because listen, y'all know when we get things like we gotta people don't taste good. I hope not. But we gotta, when we be saying things like this, we gotta, like the last time with the $20 bill, and then we was like, oh, we don't lie, but we gotta show y'all. So I was just looking it up, like, yeah, you're right to an extent. Sharks do not eat people, but it happens rarely. Okay, so there have been cases where a shark actually ate a human being.
Yeah, so that's the disobedient shark.
That's the one that's gonna, because in Hermes, it does say like it's gonna bring out that person's belly out of that shark's belly. It didn't say shark, but the large fish animal. So my mind is shark, okay? Because my mind is not but it does say that. It says that it happened in Sydney. I mean, February 17th, 2022. A huge white shark swallowed a man who was swimming at Sydney Beach in Australia on Wednesday. So it does happen, but it's rare. It's very rare. Very rare.
Yep. They rarely attack humans and almost never eat them. They attack for self-defense only when they are curious or confused, but they really only eat marine mammals or fish.
That is good to know.
You learn something every time you step outside the house.
Listen, didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you we was going to learn together? Go ahead, love.
I'm glad I made it. Hey, but one thing I was going to mention too, that Cain and Abel were twins.
Oh, yes. Cain and Abel was twins. I'm so glad.
They were part of the set of twins.
Yes, they were a set of twins. Absolutely. Thank you for bringing that up.
They were a set of twins.
Yes, Cain had a girl twin. Abel had a girl twin.
And remember, Cain wanted to marry he wanted to marry his girl twin only after Hasatan was like, they're going to give Abel your sister, and she's the most beautiful. Yes. And I'm sure they both were just as equally beautiful.
Absolutely.
But he put it in his head.
Yep.
Like that, y'all don't even love me.
Yep, and he ended up, because they didn't want them to,
anyway,
absolutely, because they didn't want them to marry the same girl that was in the same sack with them.
Right.
So there's like, you got to marry her, and then Abel was supposed to marry the one that was with Cain.
Because remember, when the earth was new, because we all come from the same people.
Yes.
Of course, you're going to have to end up marrying your close relative, but as the world got more and more populated, there was always rules from the beginning. If you're a twin, you're not going to marry the same person with you.
Yes.
But so there was always rules as it went along.
Yep.
And as it went along, the closer and closer your family was, as the more people were being born, you couldn't get married to them.
Right. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Each one had a twin sister. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And Cain was very disobedient because, like Auntie Shelley said, he was influenced. And that was another thing. Hasatan kept dealing with Cain.
Yes.
Because they had the same spirit.
They had the same
That's
heart.
what I was trying to say. Like they had the same it was that oath that he had made with Kuwa
when was it the oath when they were in the garden?
Yes.
When when
he said, "Get your husband to eat."
Yeah. But it was funny because the way he did it, he was like, "Man, you know what? I can't even offer this to you until you offer it to your husband first."
Yeah, because y'all.
Yeah. I feel bad if I give it to
Just
you.
you and not.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was saying that because it was like he saw himself with Cain. He saw himself in Cain because I felt like that was like his. Come on, please help the sister out.
No.
Okay, because you
but do you guys think it's because Cain was the firstborn?
Dude, that's what I've been trying to express.
That's what she was saying.
So because we were talking about this the other day, right? So how Hasatan was the first one created after the Shiach. So technically, he was the first creation. And then,
and usually the promise is the firstborn, so he probably thinking this the one gonna bring Mashiach
because
I need to get him. So he targeted him,
and because in these other books, Hasatan is not worried about Abel. Abel didn't just right off die in like 3.3 seconds. No, he was living like he was grown. But he was always going to Cain. He never went to Abel. He was going to Cain.
Because remember,
I'm about to say, but it's all through Torah. Like he's going after all of the firstborn.
All the firstborn, thinking that they the one, and Yahuwah almost never picks the firstborn. He bounces around. Actually, Judah number 4.
Yeah, absolutely. And why you think he went after Esau?
Yeah,
firstborn.
Wow. Because he don't know everything. You know, that's why Yahuwah was up there. Enoch, he told him, "You taught people worthless secrets. You're never gonna figure out mine. There's no method to me. You're not gonna figure out. Okay, then he picked this one, and then that's the one, and then that's the one. You don't know. You don't see it coming.
You don't see it coming. Oh, man, that's so good.
That's why I know a lot of commentators say like about Samson and how we picture him as this big, strong. He said he probably was some scrawny little old man.
Absolutely, probably was.
All skinny, probably weighed $190.
Yes. Okay, let me get into this comment. Okay, let me see. Oh, yeah, listen. Come, okay, Auntie Shishi, I see you. I see you, Auntie.
Oh, it could be James.
No. Oh.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to read it. Let me see. People don't taste good. Yeah, I left off of that. And then Rangi says, this was good. This was a good lesson. All praise to the Most High for you all. Thank you for sharing this good knowledge and wisdom. Auntie Shani says, you hear them say shark attack versus alligator eating.
Right.
Absolutely. I agree. Dwayne says, right, exactly. Deshaun says Cain and Abel were twins. Yes, each one of them had a twin sister. And Abel unfortunately didn't get to marry his sister. Rangi goes on and says, wonder if Satan gets in the shark's ear telling them to do it, going against Yahuwah order. I mean,
the ones that if they ate the person, then yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely.
But then some of the sharks like, no, I don't know what this is.
Right, confused. And then Auntie Sharon, she gives us the eyeballs.
Matter of fact, I think the sharks.
All right. Okay, hold on. Auntie cousin she says, speak, Abram, and she's very generous. She gave you 2 exclamation marks.
That's James.
Gotta be. Gotta be. And then Auntie Rangi Big Sis says, wow. Go ahead, love.
And I was gonna say, don't sharks smell blood?
Yeah, they do. From miles.
That's the whole reason.
It says they only eat them if they get confused.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The only reason why we're on the shark thing is because I mentioned it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The sharks eat the roaches and stuff. They eat the shrimp. Well, they eat fish too. Shrimp, squid, crustaceans like lobster, crabs. So when they get too many of those, they go and eat those.
Right. But then all of that, we too busy eating them, so they ain't got no food left. So hello, 6-foot man, looking mighty tasty.
Stop eating the shark food. Maybe they ate the one that ate so much seafood. They thought it was seafood. Let me stop.
They could probably smell it in the blood.
Absolutely.
Yeah, maybe.
I have seen them attack Japheth's sons and daughters. Listen.
Yeah, that's what they eat.
I hate to sound real, but listen, I just speak for myself. I'm not getting in your territory, okay? You got the ocean for a reason. I live on land for a reason. I don't care if I can swim or not. I'm not getting in your water, sir. And see if not doing it. They ain't got nothing to do with whether I'm wearing the lace front or not, or lashes or not. I'm not getting in your ocean water.
You did not just say lace front.
Yeah, because we don't want to get in the water and mess up our lace fronts.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Nishan goes on to say, since they found whole bodies in the shark, do you think that was great fish that ate? Who did this?
No.
I knew it. I knew it.
No.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it, Tishani. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Girl, you got me really excited because I knew it. I knew that was coming from Uncle Aaron.
You think it was what swallowed Jonah? No.
But listen, that way, okay, this is longer than what it's supposed to be. But listen, if shark couldn't, if it never could happen, then it'd bring us question like, hey, well, how can a whale swallow a person? He swallowed Jonah, So those things are there for us to know. Like, no, it can happen. Like,
yeah, but the way a shark is built, they're big, but they're long, they're lean, and skinny.
Yeah.
Well, they got some big ones.
But there's whales too, and all that stuff.
But like that are as big as as wide as us.
It's some big sharks that's bigger than humans. Way bigger than humans. But it's kind of hard to see that how sharks' teeth are set up.
Yeah, because
they got like rolls and they heck of sharp. So it's like Jonah when they came out.
But on top of that, like obedience, right? So the Most High made that whatever great whale.
He prepared it.
He prepared that whale, so he could have detracted. That's a word tonight, okay? Don't get at me because I don't even know if it is or not. But could have detracted the teeth, okay?
Retracted.
There you go. Well, going back.
Retracted.
Yeah. Got you. Listen, I was close. D comes before R. We all right. So I could have.
No, but whales have to come up for air too.
Yes, so
and they blow the water out. So but Yahuwah prepared it. So
absolutely, they're fish big enough to swallow men, like giant Goliath grouper, like the giant Goliath grouper.
Yeah.
Okay.
So groupers are that big? Because I remember
they could get that big.
Okay, because I just said that because I remember somebody posted on Facebook. Grouper or snapper. I said I never had grouper, so I don't picture it
like
as
a lot of the fish that's in the sea, like how we see them like small sometimes. A lot of times they get super,
those
super
be the
big,
babies,
just like tuna.
Oh
yeah.
And they could get big.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, y'all. Listen, I don't want to hold y'all another minute.
Today.
We learned a lot. Thank you for the National Geographic lesson because definitely I needed to know that.
Hey, it's about creation too.
Absolutely.
In the beginning, might as well.
And I listen.
Learn a little something about creation.
Absolutely. And now y'all was a part of the after discussion. Let me see. Dwayne said, okay. Rangi says the end conversations are always good. I don't feel y'all.
This is what we do when we hang up.
This is exactly what y'all was a part of it. I love the after discussion. I love that y'all loving it. Okay. Yeah. That's it. Anything else? Anybody else got something? Shalom. Okay, Dwayne, you kicked it off. Yeah. All right. Shalom, family.
Tomorrow.
Shalom.
6. Shalom.
And we only on chapter 4.
Did we get that far?
I don't even think so.
Hey, but it's only Tuesday though.
Yeah, but sometimes we be covering more because we were only on chapter 3. We started on chapter 3, and then we only
and these chapters ain't even that long. Yeah, we ain't even finished chapter 4. We up here on chapter 4.
Yeah, so we started story time.
This is a lot of commentary for this.
That's it. Yeah,
because we're giving everybody the backstories and stuff.
Absolutely.
So we thank you. We shalom for real. Everybody keep commenting. Look, we gotta go.
Because Auntie Linda hit us with there's some sharks that are as big as whales.
Oh, see, okay,
all right.
We get it.
All right. Listen, I'm with you, Auntie. She said Genesis is exciting this time.
Right. It's so exciting.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Come on.
Just knowing backstory.
Exactly. And then we can put these people in their proper places, okay? Like not as a fiction or anything, like real people.
Yep. Understand the whole story.
All right.
Okay, y'all. Bye for real.
For real.
Shalom.
I don't lie no more. Not on purpose. I don't do it on purpose. Let me see.
What'd you push?
Oh,
It
I
wasn't
didn't do it.
in.
Oh. That was that not yet.